Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, I'm going to be ranking all 11 attractions at Epic Universe. So I have now been with my family at to Epic Universe 3 times. And what I'm also going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to bring my son, who is 9.5, and he's going to give you his 9.5-year-old ranking. That way you have a perspective from a parent, someone who loves theme parks, who also likes roller coasters, but then also you're going to get a perspective of a 9.5-year-old kid. So for reference, my son, like I said, he's 9.5. He's also 53.5 inches. He's not tall enough yet for Hulk, but he can ride everything else. He also likes roller coasters. Doesn't get motion sickness, loves all the rides, has been going to theme parks since he was 1 year old. So kind of gives you an understanding of him. So if you have a child that doesn't like coasters, obviously his list is not going to be a good reference. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with number 11. And this is the only attraction I don't like. All other 10 I love. I think they're all great. I will ride them every time. There's not one that I would say skip. This is one that I would say skip. It's Yoshi's Adventure. And I've heard so many influencers and vloggers, whatever, say, oh, it's so immersive and your kids are gonna love it. Well, wait till you see my 9-year-old's list. And what he says. But no, it is, to me, it was awful. It's boring. It's not a people mover. The people mover has parts where it's like fast and you get to see things. It is snail's pace. And then if it's hot outside, which is Florida, we went in April and it was actually a nice cool day. If it's hot and that sun is, and we rode it like at 11 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's brutal. If it stops for any reason, which it does, like for loading maybe handicapped accessible little cars, it's brutal. Yes, you're gonna want to ride it if you have like the pop-up band, because you need to get like the golden egg, but other than that, not worth it. And if it's a long line, there was a couple times where it was like 90 minutes. I was like, oh, those people are gonna regret that, waiting 90 minutes. I would ride it, the only time I would ride it if it was like at night, especially when it starts to get dark earlier and there's like no wait. If it's a walk-on, fine. It'd be a nice way to see, get a nice view of Super Nintendo World. That would be a reason why I would ride it. But we rode it in April. We completely skipped it both days. We went in June. And none of us, I was like, no, I will, go back to the hotel. But even Ryder didn't want to ride it. So yes, to me, that is number 11. And it's a shame because I think they could have done so much with it. And the queue is great, ride not so much. Okay, next up is number 10. And number 10 is, now also all these rides I like. So number 10 through 1, I like them all. Only a number 11 was the one I didn't like. But number 10 is Constellation Carousel. We didn't ride it the first time we went just because we ran out of time. And then we didn't ride the first day because we were waiting to ride it at night, but it didn't get late. It didn't get dark until later. They did keep it open. Our park closed at 9 o'clock, but they did keep Constellation Carousel and the Stardust Racers open till 10 the day that we went. So we got to ride it during the day and at night. So we rode it twice the third day we've gone to the park, and it's really enjoyable and it's really nice. So we got to ride all an individual like animal, and then we rode the family one. So the family one, what it does is you have 2 people sit in the back and then you have 1 person riding. So it's great if you have like a family and you have also like 1 child. So Ryder liked it because he got to ride the chicken and he was saying like he's a chicken jockey and he was having fun. So, but it was fun. I liked it with the animal. You go high, you turn. I do say like get in the one that was the circle. I point that out in the video. It's the successful day that I do that, but it's really, really just enjoyable. The time that we went at night, the one before us had like an upbeat song, which was really, really cool. We got more of a slower song. I would have liked the upbeat song, but I'm really curious how they're going to maybe incorporate the holidays. Maybe they'll incorporate some Christmas music. I don't know. I hope so, but it is really, really enjoyable. And I would say is if you can, definitely ride it in the day and the night if you can. Okay, so number 9 is Fyre Drill. And Fyre Drill is another one we didn't get to ride the first 2 times we went. We didn't get to ride it in April, and it was closed most of the day. And then the first day we went in June, the one that was a fail day, it was closed the entire day. It never opened. The third day was when we did ride it. We rode it right before we took a break at the hotel. I did bring a change of shoes because my feet did get soaked. So if I had been wearing my sneakers, they would have been soaked through. So I am glad that I changed into some sandals. My husband stayed completely dry. I personally got drenched. So it's a fun attraction. Like I don't like water rides typically, but it's one that you can stay dry or you can get soaked. And it's, you hit like super targets and then the mystery targets. If you hit it, it could save you from getting wet, but if you hit it, it could get you soaked. So actually I hit a mystery target and it got me soaked. So it's a lot of fun. The only thing that I'm seeing right now is that a lot of the guns are broken. When we were on it, it was a boat of 8 guns. 4 of them were not working. So we went on that one and we were a family of 3. So we were the only people on it, which was a lot of fun. But there was a lot of boats that had guns not working. So and we went like the second week it was officially open. So really curious how this ride is going to be maintained. But I would say it's definitely a fun attraction. And if it's hot, honestly, that water felt amazing. Okay, so my number 8 is going to be Curse of the Werewolf. So we actually really enjoy Curse of the Werewolf, and one of the reasons why I really like it is because if you're a party of more than 2, so like 3 or 4, they're gonna put you in opposite cars, so separate cars, but you're gonna face each other. So there's times when you turn, you're gonna be able to see your party that you're not sitting with. So both times that we've ridden it, I chose to the first time I didn't know, and I didn't realize that they put us in separate cars for that reason. But the second time I wanted to ride by myself because I wanted to see them. I wanted to see their reaction. And it's really, really good. I don't get motion sickness, but I have gotten motion sickness on Cosmic Rewind. I don't get motion sickness on this one. You spin, but it looks a lot worse in the videos than it is in person. However, if you are prone to motion sickness, then maybe you would avoid this one or you get motion sickness easily. But if you're one of those people that kind of gets it occasionally, I say try it. It's not that bad and I really enjoyed it. Downside of this attraction is that it's short. It's like just over a minute long, but it's really good. I really enjoyed it. You get some really, depending on where you're at, you kind of get some really cool views. And I think it's a really good ride. I just wish it was just a little bit longer. Okay, so my number 7 is going to be Mario Kart's Bowser's Challenge. I really like this. And when I had my meta glasses on, I hit record because I actually wanted to record some of the scenery while I was playing, and it actually picked up the virtual reality in the game, which I thought was pretty funny. It was not my intention. It's a lot of fun, and you get to play, and honestly, the first time I got the highest score, and then the last time we went, I got the lowest score. But this is the thing with this attraction. The line is really, really long, and the second time we went, it kept breaking down. So there was one time, I don't remember when we went in June, the day that was failed, we got kicked out or whatever. I had gone to guest services because there were so many times, and I went to one of the kiosks and they actually gave me a little slip. And we went back and did the Mario Kart, and it still was a 45-minute wait. So it was a 45-minute wait in the express pass line, and it wasn't right when the ride reopened. So it wasn't like the line was it wasn't really, really long, but the express lane was 45 minutes. So we skipped it the last day. We really enjoyed it, but we skipped it. It wasn't one that we it wasn't a must do, but it wasn't worth the wait. Again, it was a 45-minute wait in the express pass lane. So anyway, I do really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm not a big video game person, but I really enjoyed it. So, and I do want to learn how to play it a little better so I can, get a better score. But, again, I'd probably want to ride that one maybe toward the end of the day when the line is a little shorter. Okay, so number six. Number six is a little higher for me because of the way that I ride it. And I think you're gonna have two different ways of whether you like it or not. Dragons Racers Rally. Dragons Racers Rally, did not think I was going to love this ride. I absolutely love this ride. And the reason why I love this ride is because I figured out how to do a barrel roll. It took me 5 times, rode it 5 times, but I figured out how to do a barrel roll. I'm gonna try and make a short on how to do the barrel roll, so that to try and help you, because a lot of people have asked me, but there is a trick. It is very, very exhausting. You can hear me in the video. It's the one of the success day. It's toward the end of the video where I actually do a barrel roll, but you can hear me breathing. You can hear me trying, and like, you know, it is hard. But like there is a trick to it, and once you kind of get it, you get it. And also a lot of it's luck, because if you end up, like, you just kind of end up going the wrong way. Like sometimes when you're up, the momentum, if you're leaning this way and you're going up, you're not going to flip over. So it's one of those things there's also a lot of luck to it as well, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Ryder, you know, enjoys it, but he just kind of sits back and enjoys the view, which is how I rode it the first time, which it's still very, very enjoyable. You get a beautiful view of the park. However, line can get long. I don't think it's worth a long wait because the ride is very short. It's like less than a minute, or okay, it's a minute long. But we went at the end of the night, and we went, I think the first time we rode it, the third time we went was 8:51, and there was nobody. They only had one side open, so there was nobody else in line, and they let us ride it again, which is why I was able to do the flip, because I got to ride it again. And but because there was nobody in line, and we could have even ridden it a third time, but we were trying to get to Stardust Racers, so that was so much fun. So I think where this one falls in is whether or not you're going to try and flip, or if you just want a beautiful view of the park. At night, not so much. During the day, it's really, really pretty. When we went in the morning on our success day, it was like a 10-minute wait, so it was really, really quick. And then when we went at night, again, it was literally a walk-on. So I would say try and go first thing in the morning or end of the day. Not a wait a long time, but it is a fun ride, especially if you try to flip. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 is going to surprise a lot of people, because I think this is a lot of people's number 1, and I think it is good. I enjoy it, but one, a lot depends on whether you ride in the front or the back. And I'm also just not a big Harry Potter fan. So obviously this is going to be Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. It's very good. We've ridden it 3 times. We rode it 1 time each time we went. The first time we went, obviously it was a virtual queue and it kept breaking down. We waited, but second and third time we went toward the end of the night, and there was one time it was a 30-minute wait, and it said 60 minutes, but they said, like, if it says 60 minutes, it's more than likely it could be 30 to 60 minute wait. They'll never put it down to 30 minutes is what I was told. So we walked in and we just kept walking and walking and walking and walking. We couldn't believe it. It was like, it was all practically empty. First time I rode it, I was in the back corner, all the way in the back. And honestly, I was like, I cannot believe we waited all that time for this ride. Like, it was cool. It was great. But and that was when it still had the drop. A lot of the stuff, you know, that they've kind of toned down because of the ride kept breaking. But I didn't even notice the drop, to be honest, because I was in the back corner. Second time we rode it, I did ask if we could be in the front. I said, we're a party of 3. How it is that in the front row, it's 2, 2, and 2. So parties of 2 and 4, they will put in the front, and then parties of 3 or, you know, more, they'll put it in the back. I said, I don't mind if you split us up. You can, and my husband's like, you can put me in the back. They ended up putting him on the side, but I was on the end, but I was in the front. Completely different ride. And even Ryder said, you know, it was so, like, we really enjoyed it then. The third time we went, again, we had ridden it. We knew a lot of people hadn't ridden it before, so we didn't ask for the front, and again, they put us in the back. So I was still toward the back, but I was like not the corner one. I was like kind of in the middle, a second to the edge. It's a little better than being in that back corner, but still just not as enjoyable. So I will say, if you are a huge Harry Potter fan, then ask to be in the front. If this is your first time you ride it, you want to ride it in the front. It is a completely different experience. You know, but that's the reason why it's number 5, because it is a long wait. And if only 6 people, each time it's rided, I think there's 9 seats in the back. If only 6 people are going to get like the best experience, that's not good. So to me, it was good. It's a completely different ride. But again, also not a huge Harry Potter fan. The queue was amazing, but you know, it's two different rides if whether in the front or the back. Okay, so my number 4 is going to be Minecart Madness. Minecart Madness, I love. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're in the back row, because I've ridden it a couple times and I've ridden it a couple times in the back and the front. Obviously, it's the front is better, but the back row, because it's only 4 to a car, back row is still fun. It's not, as far as the difference, it's, you know, it's only two, it's the same car. So speed is the same. Obviously, the visual effects are going to be, you're going to feel them more in the front, but the back is still very enjoyable. So it's definitely worth doing single rider. We're a family of 3, so we always have a single rider in our car, but it's just a lot of fun. Now, the day that we rode it, one of the days we rode it, I can't remember, in June, the music wasn't playing. So we noticed it, and it was just kind of like, oh, wow, it really took away from the attraction. It still was great. I'm glad that they ran it because that was the fail day. That's actually, I remember, it was the fail day because it had been down earlier and they brought it back up. And I'm glad they brought it up even though the music wasn't working, because it was still worth riding, but we had also ridden it before. So, but the first time we rode it, the Donkey Kong effect that comes out in the beginning wasn't there. I hadn't seen any previews, so I didn't miss it. I didn't notice it. But the second time I rode it, the first time I saw it, it actually kind of spooked me because I didn't know it was coming. But it's a lot of fun. Every time we ride it, it's fun. I always have a smile on my face. It's just a fun ride, you know. But it's a long wait because it doesn't have a large capacity. But again, it is a good attraction. So it's definitely one worth the wait. So either getting there early or riding it toward the end of the night. Okay, so my number 3 is going to be Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. This one took a long time to ride. We didn't get to ride it in April. It was the only one of the main attractions that we didn't ride. Then it broke down while we were in line. We were like almost about to get on it in the first day in June. And then we ended up riding it in the afternoon. Really, really great. Like really, really great. And the first time we rode it, we got to see the previews. We had seen the previews in the morning because we were literally about to get on the ride. So we got to see the previews twice, the two, you know, very, very good previews, the previews in the ride. And it's a great ride. I mean, it's like almost 5 minutes long. It is really, really good. So I really enjoy it. I didn't think it was scary. I've heard people say it was scary. I didn't feel it was scary at all. And I'm easily scared. So, and Ryder, I don't think was scared either. We'll ask him later, but, it was a really good ride. So I definitely enjoy it more than Forbidden Journey. I like Forbidden Journey, but I definitely enjoy Monsters Unchained more. It's just a great attraction. Queue is amazing. And I'm not a big villains monsters person, but this attraction is really good. Okay, so number 2, I did mention that I am a roller coaster person, so roller coasters are going to take precedence for me. And my number 2 is Hiccup's Wing Gliders. I just love this coaster. It is so good. Plus, I also love How to Train Your Dragon. I love Toothless, but the Toothless animatronic in this is amazing. And I prefer riding in the front. It is slower in the front, but the sensation like you're flying and you're really riding a dragon is really there. I'm also a huge Game of Thrones fan, so I kept saying, I feel like Khaleesi in the front. It's just really good. It's just fun, especially when you go through the water and you feel the water splash up. I just love it. You also get a really good view of the Toothless animatronic when you're in the front. You don't really get that in the back. Like you don't really get to see him in the back because you whiz past him really fast. So, but it's really, you do go a lot faster though in the back. So you do go a lot faster in the back. One thing about this attraction though that you do have to worry about is the seat. The way that the seat was designed is not good. Don't push, like don't push the thing all the way down. Because when you push it all the way down, it will literally bruise your legs. We met somebody that they actually had bruises on both of their thighs. Not a heavy person, but someone who just kind of pushed it all the way down. And then as the roller coaster's going, so even when I wasn't, I didn't push it all the way, I knew, it still kind of went all the way down. So it's just way it's positioned. It's just very uncomfortable. I don't know why it was designed that way. I've heard other people say that. So that's the only thing. So what I just did is I kind of put my feet like on their toes, so that my thigh was kind of up. So when they came, because they'll come down and push it down, but that way there was just a little bit of a gap, and that way it didn't bother me, you know, and it wasn't uncomfortable. First time I forgot, and it was very, very uncomfortable. But other than that, I think it's just an amazing coaster. Hearing the music in the ride, and the coaster is just amazing. I absolutely love it. Okay, so then that leads me to my number one ride at Epic Universe, and that is going to be Stardust Racers. This one has remained unchanged since the first time we rode it. We've ridden the yellow and the green each time we've gone. We've ridden the front, we've ridden close to the back. The back is really fast. So it is really fast in the front, but it is really fast in the back. It is very intense. I would say first time you ride it, don't ride it in the back. Kind of, you know, maybe not wait for the front, but the back is definitely going to be very, very intense. Rider usually likes, well, actually he'll tell you later on when he does his, but I really like riding this one in the front, especially at night. The night when you go through the tunnel, there's like a light at the end, so it's kind of and then it has like fog, so the effect is really, really cool at night. Plus you get to see it. We rode in the second row. Actually in June we rode in the front twice on the first time, and then one time on the second day, and the second day we rode it during the day, and then when we went back at night we just rode like the second and third row, and it's completely different in the second row. It's still a great roller coaster. We really enjoyed it, but if you really want that experience right in the front, it's really good. And usually the wait in the front, there is an extra line, so they have a separate line at towards the front, so you will have to wait a little bit longer, but it's not that bad. It's not as long as usually the line isn't as bad as the one in Velocicoaster. But green and yellow, to me, I actually have a little short of comparing the two, like side by side. They're both at night. They're almost exactly the same coaster. Where I see it's very different is green, you're gonna see the other coaster more, especially if you're in the middle part of the coaster. So if you are in the middle part of the coaster, you're actually gonna see, kind of almost like feel like you can touch the other coaster. You don't get that sensation in the yellow, but honestly, if you're in the front, it really doesn't matter, because you really are not gonna see that as much when you're in the front. It's really when you get that and seeing the other coaster, you're gonna see that in the middle of the coaster. So like in one of like the fifth or sixth row, that's really where you're gonna get that sensation the most. So just know that when you're riding it, because in the front is a completely different experience than being somewhere in the middle. Great regardless. Weight has really great capacity, moves really fast. It did go down the one time we were in it, and we ended up waiting an extra 45 minutes for it, but we were waiting for a front row. It was totally worth it. Loved it. It is just, now I will say, initially we thought it was better than Velocicoaster. Having gone back and then rode them almost back to back, we actually like Velocicoaster more. We're all three of us are like, yeah, Velocicoaster. It actually only goes upside down once. You really don't realize that it only goes upside down once. I had to like watch the video. I was like, wow, it really does only go upside down once. But obviously in Velocicoaster goes upside down quite a few times. It also is a lot taller, but still great. Like, it's just an amazing coaster. You got 2 launches, so definitely ride it, and if you can, ride it at night. Okay, so I have Ryder here. He is going to give his ranking for a 9-year-old, and we have a friend. He wants to show his new friend. He got a Labubu. So we got a friend that found a Labubu for us. He's been wanting one. We ordered one. He got it. It ended up being fake, so he got a real Labubu now. But that was fun. Okay, so let's start with your ranking. What is your number 11?
Yoshi's Adventure.
And why is that?
Because it's slow and it's a people mover and it sucks.
Thank you. Yes, I've heard a lot of people say, well, we'll get to that, but yeah, so we agree on that one. Okay, what is your number 10?
A Constellation Carousel. It's a good ride, but all the rides are better.
So Yoshi's is the only one you just didn't like.
Yoshi's the only one.
Everything else is good.
Bad.
Okay, but Constellation Carousel we both liked. Did you like it better during the day or during the nighttime?
I like it more than the night. I like it in the nighttime.
And what did you like, riding your own or the big one that we did as a family?
I like the chicken jockey.
You like the chicken jockey? Yes.
He wrote
well, it was the family one was a chicken, and he wrote it, and it was a chicken jockey. So, anyway, next, what is your number 9?
Fyre Drill.
Fyre Drill.
It's a good water ride.
It is a good water ride.
And it's
fun.
a very fun one to play with your friend. They go on with your
family.
Friends
yeah, your
family.
But
because then you can get them wet.
Yeah. And, but you didn't get that wet.
I didn't get that wet. Mommy got super wet, and Dad somehow
stayed dry.
Was dry.
Yes. So our 11, 10, and 9 were all the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your number 8?
This is where you're different than
Yes,
mine.
this is where we get different.
By a little bit.
Okay.
Dragon's Racers Rally.
Dragon's Racers
Rally. The one that Mom did a full
flip.
Yeah.
Barrel. And why is that your number 8?
Cause it kind of depends.
Right.
The way you ride it. Like
I enjoy it more because I get to try and flip.
Because I like the view and just watching Mom.
Yeah, and you just kind of go like this. Okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna ride it.
Like you don't need to go. Hold on, you just need to.
You can just sit there and relax and enjoy the view. It's not scary. I'm terrified of heights, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
So, okay, what is your number 7?
Okay, Curse of the Werewolf.
Okay, why is that?
It's a really good ride.
Mm-hmm.
Way too short.
It is very short. It's about a minute long. Yeah, it's good though. It's good, but we liked it.
Yeah.
And did you get dizzy on it?
I did not get dizzy.
Okay. Okay, so what is your number 6?
Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry.
Okay, and why is that?
'Cause
look at the camera.
It's kind of balanced out by the two sides.
Right.
Back row, you need to ride it again because back row is kind of bad.
Yeah, you don't really get to really enjoy it.
Front row though is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a good 6.
It's a good 6. It's makes a big difference if you're in the front row or the back row. So, number 5.
Number 5 for me is Hiccup Twin Gliders.
And what do you enjoy more, the front or the back?
I like the back.
Why is that?
Because I like going fast.
You like going fast, okay. And but it's a fun ride. What's your favorite part of that ride?
The launch part.
The launch part is my favorite too. I like that because you get to see the animatronic of Toothless, which is amazing.
And also, you can only notice this in the front, but the cool thing where like he puts the two things down, that's a really good attention to detail.
Yes. What is your number 4?
Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge.
Okay, and why is it your number 4?
I like virtual reality, I like Mario Kart, and I like
video games.
Cars.
So, but the other 3 are just in front of it because you enjoyed them more.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that one always has a long wait? Do you think it's worth the wait?
No.
Yeah. But we skipped it the second day because the wait is so long. What's your number 3?
Minecart Madness.
Okay, Minecart Madness. And why is that your number 3?
It's a really good ride. They didn't do the thing they were trying to do well, but it's still a good ride.
The feeling that you're not on the track or that you jumped the track.
It was not that good.
Yeah, you don't really feel that.
It was a good ride. I liked
But when there's no music, what did you think of the time that we rode it when there was no music? Did you notice?
I did not.
Oh, Mommy and Daddy noticed. He didn't notice. Okay. Okay, you're number 2.
Monsters Unchained.
Monsters Unchained. And what did you think of Monsters Unchained?
It's a long wait time.
Oh, it wasn't. It's usually not that.
a long wait time.
It was for us because it kept breaking down.
It breaks down a lot, but it's worth it.
It is good. Did you like it more than Forbidden Journey of the Harry Potter one at Island?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's much better. It's like 4.5, almost 5 minutes long, so it's a really good ride. Now, were you scared?
No.
What about the part where you get like water on you?
Okay, I don't know that part. I like it. I don't. Just to make sure, I do not like Forbidden Journey.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with it, but I don't. It's not that good. I love Monsters Unchained. There's a reason why it's second on this list.
Okay, and then what is your number 1?
What do you think? It's Stardust Racers.
Stardust Racers.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. What do you think? You know why I like this.
Why is it?
It's the only big roller coaster. It's racing. It's cool. It's...
No, do you like it better? Which side do you like better, yellow or green?
I like green better.
Yeah.
You can touch and that one part.
And then what do you like it better, the daytime or the nighttime?
I like nighttime more.
Nighttime more?
And I also like the rocky part where there's fog.
Yes, that's really cool. And then do you like the front, or do you think it's worth waiting for the front?
I think the front is actually better than the back.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Especially at night, yeah. So now the back does go really fast. Really. We've never even gone on the last row, but the back row goes really. So we were in the second to last row, and it goes really fast. So, and it goes fast in the front, but it goes really fast in the back. So that is your number one. So, okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I'm sure everybody is going to enjoy that you have the ranking of a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. Those are my rankings of all the rides at Epic Universe, 11 attractions. And yeah, I think they're great. Again, 1 through 10, I love them all. 11, yeah, you know, I've already said my piece with that one. And then, you know, if you look at mine and Ryder's, you know, choices, obviously he's my kid, right? So he's going to have a similar choice. And I would say my husband's are probably a little bit different, but I think the last 3 and the front are pretty much the same. He probably has Stardust Racers and Monsters Unchained. He really liked Monsters Unchained, so that might be his number 2 or even maybe number 1. But our middles are kind of maybe a little bit different. But again, this is my opinion, and that was Ryder's opinion. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Everybody's going to have a different. It also depends on what you like. If you don't like How to Train Your Dragon, or you haven't really seen it, then you might not like Hiccup's Wing Gliders, or, you know, just a lot of different things. But I do think it is a really great park, a lot of fun, and really, there are 10 great attractions. There are 10 great attractions here, and they're all fantastic. And a lot of them, I think a lot of them are also re-rideable. Like those are rides that, yeah, all right, like Constellation Carousel. We rode it twice in one day. You know, I can't remember the last time I rode the carousel at Magic Kingdom. And for me, it is something I will want to do every time I go to that park. So there you have it. So if you've gone to the park, let me know what your choices are. What's your number 1? What's your number 11? Do you agree with me on Yoshi's? I don't know. But put it in the comments below. Let me know what your rankings are. Let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever. Love to hear people's comments. Also, viewers will find it helpful as well. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.